Dear students, let us continue our learning the course Automata Theory and Computability. We are in the third session of the module 2. The topics covered under this session are manipulating and simplifying regular expressions. Myself, Dr. Suresh D. from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering from Kendra Engineering College, Bantwal, Mangalore. What is simplifying or what is manipulating? When we have the two different expressions which are yielding the same result. So two different expressions we have written which are yielding the same result, then we say that they are equivalent. That is, manipulation is the technique of showing the equivalence by reducing the regular expressions. That is, the techniques which are used over here are used to prove the equivalence over here. All of these techniques are based on the equivalence of the languages that the regular expressions define. So in short, if we have the two regular expressions, let it be alpha and the beta. And we have to show that alpha equal to beta, then if alpha equal to beta, then the language accepted by alpha is equal to the language accepted by beta. We need to manipulate the expression either the alpha or the beta so that we can prove that language accepted by alpha is equal to the language accepted by beta. To prove or to manipulate the regular expressions, we use some of the basic of mathematical expressions. So basic laws, like the first law is the commutative law. The commutative law says that if alpha union beta we have, then it is equivalent to beta union alpha. Similar to that of your addition, what we perform, that is 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. Or if you go for the multiplication, it can be written as 2 star 3 is equal to 3 star 2. That law we call it as the commutative law. The same law applies for the regular expressions also. If you have the two regular expressions, alpha and the beta, then the union of these two expressions, alpha union beta, is equivalent to beta union alpha. That will be your commutative law. That is, a union is a commutative. Then if you move on, the second law is associative law. Associative law says that if you have three regular expressions, alpha, beta, and the gamma, then if we group them, if we group alpha union beta first, then we apply the gamma. Or in the second method, beta and the gamma are grouped, then to that one to the left side we add the alpha over there. Both are equivalent. Both are equivalent. It is similar to that of saying that in the mathematics, 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3 we perform first. Then the second one, 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is 3 plus 5 we perform first. Both will yield the same result. The same law is applicable for the regular expressions also. That is associative law. That is a union is associative. Then next, it will be the null. Null is the identity for union over there. As similar to that of your 0 for your addition. 2 plus 0 is a 2. In the same way, alpha union null or null union alpha is alpha. That is, null is an identity element for the union operation. Then the next one is idempotent law. That is, alpha union alpha is equal to alpha. That is, if you have the two roots with the same values, then we can select any one over there. That is, alpha union alpha is alpha over there. Then the next law is, if you have the two sets, let it be A and the B. Fine. So it is one of the important law. We have the two sets that may be, let us take them as A and the B. B is a subset of A. Are you following? So B is the subset of A. Then A union beta is equal to A. That is, all the elements of B are already there in the A. All the union items of B are already there in the A. Then that can be written as A directly over here. Let us take one such example. A star. So what A star? Star, as we already learned, it stands for zero or more occurrence of the pattern. A star, what it indicates? It indicates zero or more occurrence of the character A. Let us take it as a capital A over there. That is my regular expression. Let the second regular expressions be AA, two A's. Now AA is a subset of A star. We know that one. AA is the subset of A star. So the whole thing can be reduced as a language of AA is a subset of language of A star. That is, the whole thing we can write it as a language of A star. This is what this rule is all about. So these the previous one are the laws which are related to the union. Then let us learn their laws for the concatenation. Concatenation is not commutative. That we have to remember. It is not commutative, but it is associative. But it is associative. Alpha concatenated to beta concatenated to gamma is equivalent to alpha, which is concatenated to the result of the concatenation of beta and the gamma. Beta and the gamma, right? So that is a concatenation is associative. Fine. The next one, as null is the identity for union, here epsilon is the identity for concatenation. Fine. That is alpha concatenated to epsilon or epsilon concatenated to alpha is equivalent to alpha. Fine. But when we do the concatenation of the null, the result is null. The third law. But when we do the union of the null, the result will be your old result. Alpha union null is alpha. There it is an identity for union. But for concatenation, it will yield us the result as null. Fine. So that is alpha concatenated to null is equivalent to null concatenated to alpha is equivalent to null over there. So you take up the example for multiplication over here. 1 is the identity for multiplication. 0 is the identity element for addition. Fine. So if we go for multiplying 0 with any number, the result will be 0. Same case. That 0 you can take it as a null over here. And 1 you can take it as the epsilon over here. Then the next law, the distribution law. If you have the three regular expressions, alpha, beta, and the gamma, three regular expressions, alpha, beta, and the gamma, alpha union of beta, the result concatenated to gamma is equivalent to alpha gamma union of beta gamma. Fine. So every string in either of these languages is composed of the first part followed by a second part. The first part must be taken from the language accepted by alpha or the language accepted by beta. We can take any one among them. Then we have to append gamma at the end. We have to append gamma at the end. So this can be written separately or it can be written as a union over there. So that is, if let us take the example as if alpha is a cat, union beta is a dog. What is a cat union dog? We have the two expressions over there. Then I want to concatenate hello to it. Then what it will be? Cat union dog concatenated to hello. Or I can write it as separately over there as a cat hello union of dog hello. Right? That is this law we call it as the distribution law. This law we call it as the distribution law, which can be written in the reverse way also. That is gamma concatenated to the union of alpha union of beta. So this can be written as gamma alpha union of gamma beta. Then let us learn some of the identities involving the Kleene star. The first one is null star is epsilon. This you have to remember. Null star always yields epsilon. Epsilon star is also epsilon. Epsilon star is also epsilon. Alpha star whole star is nothing but alpha star. Once we write, it is enough. Alpha star whole star is a alpha star. Fine. Then alpha star concatenated to alpha star is alpha star. Once we write, it is enough. These are the some of the identities using the clean star. Then next, if you continue, if we have the two expressions, one is made up of alpha, other one is beta, wherein the language accepted by the alpha star is a subset of language accepted by the beta star, then its concatenation, alpha star concatenated to beta star, can be written as just beta star over here. Let us take one example over here. So A star, this let us take it as the A as alpha, or this is your alpha star. A union beta is your A union B is your beta. So now alpha star concatenated to A union B whole star. Now A star is a subset of A union B whole star. So this can be simplified as A union B whole star. So this is what our previous law. Fine. The next one. Alpha is a redundant because any string it can generate and place at the beginning of a string to be generated by the combined expression alpha star beta star can also be generated by the beta star. The same law. Then the reverse is also applicable over there. What is that reverse? If beta star is a subset of alpha star, then alpha star beta star can be written as alpha star. Then alpha star beta star can be written as a alpha star over there. The next case. For any regular expressions alpha and the beta, alpha union beta whole star, this can be written as alpha star concatenated to beta star whole star. Alpha star concatenated to beta star whole star over there. Fine. The next one. If we have a regular expression alpha and the beta, the language accepted by beta, if it is a subset of language of alpha star, then alpha union beta whole star. So beta is a subset of alpha now. This can be replaced with alpha. The whole thing can be reduced to alpha star over there. Let us take the example A union epsilon whole star over there. So A is the A union alpha epsilon. So now this can be reduced to, since A is A and epsilon if we take up, that star involves zero occurrence of A. Zero occurrence of A is nothing but your epsilon. So that is, this whole thing can be written as A star over there. Because A star, that is epsilon, is the subset of a language accepted by the A star over there. Let us consider one simple example and look how the things are simplified. First case, A star union null whole star. A star union null whole star over there. So now the union, that is a null is an identity element for union. This will give us the result A star over there. Then A star whole star is your simple A star. Then A star union AA. So AA is a subset of A star. This can be reduced to A star over there. Now let us take the second part. B union BB whole star. B union BB whole star over there. So now if you take up that BB over there, BB is the subset of language accepted by B star, not B. BB is the subset of language accepted by B star. So what happens? This can be reduced to B star over there. The next B star. Again B star concatenated to B star will be just B star. The next one A union B whole star. Then concatenated to B star. A union B whole star, and if I take up the B star over there, the language accepted by B star is a subset of A union B whole star. This can be replaced with a union B whole star over there. Then union of AB whole star. Now if you take up that union of AB whole star, AB is the subset of language accepted by A union B whole star. So the thing can be reduced to A union B whole star. Now we have left out with A star, B star, A union B whole star. B star is the subset of A union B whole star. So this can be reduced to A union B whole star. The next A star concatenated to A union B whole star, as A star is the subset of A union B whole star, this can be reduced to A union B whole star. Fine. So this is how the simplification works. So you need to remember these laws for applying the simplification process. The textbooks for used for for preparing this presentation will be Alan Rich, Automata and Computability and Complexity, first edition, Pearson Education, 2012-13.